Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Same flavor series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I had to close my window because my neighbor was outside. I have nice neighbors, though, to be fair. They could bitch me out for so much stupid shit, and they don't, and I just leave them alone, and we all work together. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's a super simple format, excuse me. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck, and whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. And folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, folks? Well, it happens to be my Heartsick shirt, which is a very cool shirt, but the graphic is on the back mostly. But what is Heartsick? Heartsick is a band. I do not recall off the top of my head where they're from, but they're a band that I ran into a few years ago. They were on tour with, I believe, Killer's Confession at the time, and never heard of them before, didn't know what to expect. Certainly didn't expect the lead singer to go over there and actually climb up onto the rafters of the venue and then hang from them and perform a song like that. That was super neat. I hadn't seen that one before, but super cool band. Love their energy, love their music, and on top of that, they're really cool guys. Afterwards, I got a picture with them and everything. Just good dudes. I also have some videos of their performance on the channel, just in case maybe you want to check them out. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to kind of point you in the right direction as far as their music goes, because I think they're an awesome band. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Well, like I said, I had to go over there and close my window. I was just reviewing a nice little dinner that I had from a local place. It's kind of new-ish. They've been there for a little bit now, but they're new to me. A place called Speedy Tamales. And I just got through reviewing their tamal oaxaquano. That's what I'm going with. I know I'm pronouncing it incorrectly. But go watch that review if you want my full take on that. But I enjoyed that quite a bit. And, their specialty is tamales, obviously. They're Speedy Tamales. When I was going over their menu, looking at, all kinds of stuff that I'd never seen tamale form, one thing really caught my eye. What is it, folks? It's boom! I hope these are what I think they are. These should be Tamal Dulce de Piña. Pineapple tamales. Now, folks, if you know me, you know my channel, you know I'm a pineapple slut. I love pineapple. So much so, I have an entire playlist called the Pineapple Playlist. If these are what I think they are, this is going to end up on that playlist. It's also going to end up on my Eating Out Illinois playlist, which is a playlist for just Illinois spots. But let's open these up and let's see what they are. Because that's the thing about a tamale. You don't really know until you actually get in there and get to it. So, but I have full confidence in them. Let's open this up. All right. Okay. I can't smell anything different from it being a tamale, but, alright. And then let's, sure. We'll do it like this. We'll it'll be like that. We'll do, Let's try out a, hopefully, pineapple tamale. That's pineapple tamale. What a wonderful world we live in. Oh, man. That's so weird, but so delicious. Here's what it tastes like. It tastes like, and I say this like I've had it, but I promise you I haven't, but now I want it. It tastes like pineapple cornbread. That seriously is it has that kind of sweetened corn kind of flavor, but then it just has sort of a hit of pineapple. And it's kind of interesting. It's very different than what I was expecting. I figured it would be like a pineapple filling, like you get with, tamale. But no, it's like baked into the tamale. Like, it's like interwoven. Wasn't expecting that. So it has a very different flavor profile than what I was thinking. Again, I figured, pineapple in there, some, big, vibrant pineapple flavor. But instead, again, it's kind of, it's in there and it's just, it's part of the flavor. That's really cool. And I love it when, oh, I love cornbread too. So that's so good. That's so good. It's nice and moist and tender. And then, after you go over there, after you sort of chewed your way through it, that's when you get kind of a little extra hit of the pineapple afterwards. If I have any criticism of it, and is that it doesn't quite have the, like, a huge vibrant hit of pineapple. Now, mind you, I say that I'm a pineapple slut. There's really there's no amount of pineapple to satiate me. But I do really like this. And what I was saying before, I always like it when you take like a savory kind of deal and put a sweet spin on it. That's really interesting. And I've certainly never had anything like this. But that's really good. And pineapple flavor, it's more of a sweetener, than really being like again, like a super heavy flavor. It's more throughout. This is super good. I'm eating the damn thing. That's really cool, man. Ooh. I got a little piece of pineapple in there. I can feel it. I bit into it and got a little extra. So there is a little bit. There's a little bit in there. That's super neat. I like that a lot, man. They also had strawberry ones too, but I just got the pineapple today. Pineapple. Okay. 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I have to go with yes and yes. Like, this is, again, it's a super unique way to go over there and take something that is, an almost universally familiar dish at this point. I think probably everybody, well, I shouldn't say everybody, but a lot of people have had tamales. They're familiar with the general makeup of it. But the idea of a sweet tamale, at least for me, in my ignorant brain, that's a new thing for me. The idea of dessert tamales, but then at the same time, it's like earlier this year, actually just last month, I went to a pierogi place. They had chocolate pierogies. And I was like, what the fuck, man? So again, I really like this idea. I do really like these. Again, I'm a big fan of cornbread, so it has that kind of vibe to it, and then it's got the kind of sweetness from the pineapple. Again, my only criticism is I would just like more pineapple flavor, but that's less a criticism and more just a personality quirk of me, because I really like these, and I would definitely get these again. I think especially as like a dessert item, yeah, these are really cool. If I were going to go over there and say anything, it'd almost be cool if they were like smaller, so you could do like a share thing, like, if you had like a group or something like that, but then you could just cut them up anyway, so I really like these. And if I would get it, or if I would recommend them, I absolutely would. Like, they're a little bit heavy, so again, that's kind of what I was talking about with, like, maybe cut them up or something like that. Do like a share thing, because even just eating one, it's very dense, but it's also super tasty. And the only thing, again, I would say, if you're, again, especially if you're like me, just be sort of reasonable with your pineapple expectations, because, again, it's not like a strong, super prominent pineapple flavor. It's more, it's part of the experience. But it's super tasty, and it's really neat, and I've never had anything quite like it, and I really like it. So I have to say, between this and the other thing that I couldn't pronounce, the tamal oxaqueno, I apologize. Between that and that, man, I gotta say, Speedy Tamales knows what they're doing. Like, they're just a cool little spot. And it's like, when I kind of was looking up their menu, I was like, okay, just get some tamales. But like, they have so many cool varieties and like things that I've never had before. I'm definitely, yeah, man. I feel confident enough to say between this and that, man, like, they seem like a really cool spot. And I'm definitely excited to try more of their menu. But 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go give yourselves a truly pineapple-tastic rest of your life. Because, folks, when it's pineapple, it's always pineapple-tastic. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole, trust me. I know it, I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, this goes back to what I said I don't know how many times doing these reviews. Embrace your local scene. Oh my God, like, it's so... It drives me nuts when people, like, don't explore, and I'm not trying to be critical of people. Do what works for you. But, like, man, oh man, like, there's just so many awesome places, and it's like, if I could go over there and reasonably afford it and not also weigh 800 pounds, both of those things need to come into effect. I'd just go to, like, I have so many great spots that are around me that I love to hit up, and this is one more that I can add to that. Cool tamale spot. But anyway,